Hi, everybody. Welcome back to ISC West 2022. Chuck Harrell, SecurityGuideTV.com here at the RadSecurity.com booth with my next guest, Mr. Tom Buckley, the co-founder of Qumulex.com. Now, Tom, you know I love that name. You know what I do every time I talk to you? I say, Qumulex. It's like it's got this powerful sound to it. What do you guys do?
We make a cloud-based video surveillance and access control platform that can operate either all on premises, all in the cloud, or any combination thereof. It's completely open platform. It works with all the existing camera vendors, all the existing access control vendors.
That's a little unique.
It is unique.
The business has been moving that way, but I mean, were you the first to do that? Make it open platform?
We're probably the first to, and the only, to do it either all on premise, all in the cloud, or any combination thereof. And at any point you can move from one to the other.
Fantastic. Now make sure you guys go visit him at stand 10117.
10117.
Right. So we got integrators that come out and they sell you a camera maybe, or they put somebody else's camera and they leave. Why should managed services go from that platform to a subscription base? This is kind of where we're moving to. Everything's a subscription now.
Well, everything is
subscription. I kind of like it myself, by
That's
the way.
just it. Everything is subscription. In the security market, you still have a lot of transactional-based businesses where security integrators will go in and sell a box and some cameras and then leave.
They leave and then you never hear them again.
And you don't get the full customer valuation.
That's right.
So considering that a customer will probably have a video and access system for at least 5 years after they put it in, if you just sell it once and leave, you're not getting the full value out of it.
Right.
Because if they keep that going for 5 years and it's a subscription base, they can upsell, customers can upsell themselves.
Right.
They can add cameras, they can add additional features,
and
that's just all money to the integrator.
I found that on my home system with, I think, is the best wireless camera. I'm not going to do a commercial for you guys, but you know what I'm talking about. The only problem with that is they became too subscription-based, and every single camera needs a subscription now, whereas before my house needed a subscription.
Right.
So I see the business going that way, and it's a good product, so I'm glad to do it. Now, talk about why open architecture is so important. We have ONVIF, the industry that kind of started this standards for the industries, and all the cameras play nice together now. That benefits everybody, raises all boats, right?
It does. Well, there's a reason why there are so many camera vendors and why each camera vendor has hundreds of SKUs, is because every installation is different. And you need a camera appropriate for that. And so you can't really have one of these things where there's only 3 or 4 cameras and you have to pick from one of those.
It used to be like that 25 years ago.
It used to be like that 25 years ago. So we believe open platform is the way to go, because you can use the best of breed camera, the best camera for the application, and stick with the vendors that you like at the price levels that you like, and still connect safely to the cloud.
Now, what a cloud connected gateways provide superior cybersecurity. I'm still not there with quality. I mean, this vendor I use, bless their heart, I love them. Oh, it's 4K. No, it's not exactly 4K all the time, right? Because they use a cloud, right? So quality aside, though, it is more secure, right? I mean, that's the whole idea here.
That's the whole idea. So if you have all these individual devices connected directly to the cloud, you've got all these individual points of entry that could potentially be hacked. You got to make sure that the firmware is updated on everything, and not all the vendors are going to do that. By going through a gateway, you can connect whatever you want, and that gateway acts as a firewall to keep bad things from happening from the outside, or keep some of your cameras from talking outside when they shouldn't be doing that.
Now, a few years ago, there's some people at Black Cat and other places where they were creating a cloud where I would log in there, and then I'd go to Google, then I'd go to Firefox, insulated me. I haven't seen that business take off. It's a great idea. They provided all the security that I couldn't do at my house. Or, it's really impossible. I get hacked once a week for something, right? It's the way it goes.
Right.
What's different about that model and a cloud-based security model for your devices? You're at your own cloud, you're protecting it, but...
We're actually doing it in Google Cloud. So we're cloud agnostic, but our first implementation here is in Google Cloud. We believe their security is pretty good.
It is.
We use Google Firebase authentication for all user authentication.
Okay.
So that's what we use for security.
5 years ago at Black Hat, I asked people, was the cloud here to stay? Oh, I think it's getting nowhere. It's not only here to stay, it's past its stay. But
everything's cloud.
But, you do hear some talk about people saying, you know what, I might go back to local for certain applications.
And there are some companies that need to do that
if you can afford it.
If you can afford it for regulatory reasons, they may need to have their video right there on site. And that's okay. We can do that too. If you want to record your video locally and just watch it through the cloud, or
you're the backup
or
whatever,
we can do that as well too.
But you're doing the software is functioning in the cloud. That's the secret sauce, right?
Yes, that is correct. It's all browser based.
Right, and then you're not as vulnerable to a hack because I'm not getting into your server at Fox or Disney. It's up there, and that's a much bigger challenge.
That's correct.
Fantastic. Tom, good to see you again, my friend. How's
Very
the
nice.
show?
The show is actually really good.
It's big, right?
I'm very impressed by the turnout.
Yeah,
of the show.
it's almost full strength, if not full strength.
Right.
Oh, one quick other question, because
Sure.
we're here at the RAD booth talking about autonomous devices. Cameras are becoming autonomous. You still got to do some programming and, video recognition. What are you guys doing with autonomy in your field? Is it moving towards, I'm going to plug this camera in and everything I need to know is on the firmware and it's going to go do its thing like a camera robot, so to speak?
Well, that's the ideal
Yeah.
configuration.
Right.
And
Well, it's not there yet, but we're working on that.
in some cases it is. So
Oh.
since we're open platform, it depends on the camera vendor
okay.
and what tools they have to make it,
Yeah.
seamless. But it's getting there. It's very easy now to plug in a camera and we recognize all the cameras. And
Right.
at most, a user would have to just click a box saying, yes, connect this camera.
Cool.
So,
Tom Buckley, he's the co-founder,
co-founder.
Qumulex.com, here at ISC West in stand 10117.
10117.
I'm glad you said it, not me. Back in here at ISC West 2022.
Great.
Thanks,
Chuck.
man. Good to see you again.
Thanks.